Let me see. I do have the quote from. It was, what was it that Tupac said? It was "We're going away now" or something. Here it is. I found it. I found it. It was Evo Morales that quoted Tupac when he got ousted there. He said, "We will come back and we will be millions," as Tupac Amaro too said. Evo Morales. And look at what's happening today. All right, we got volume 18, Thursday, June 18th, 2026. Larry's news, the Juche gang news. I feel like I need to make that soundbite of that dude saying about me that he had to go out and form a gang, a Juche gang. I feel like most of you comrades don't even know about that. Most of you comrades probably don't even know about that NGO guy that featured me in his video about how I was the weird pro North Korea channel. I just didn't want to listen to all of the fucking defectors that he worked with. Yeah. Yeah, there's a dude that did that. He made a I'm in his video. He One of the things he said, he goes, "I feel especially sorry for this guy. He had to go out and form a gang, a Juche gang." Let's see if I wonder if I could find that fucking video again. I got like the clip, I think, of it here. Here, wait. Let me see if I get that like right in my video thing here, in my files. Feel like I did. Yeah, right here.
Who fell through the cracks of society and had to go out and form a gang. A Juche gang! Who fell through the cracks of society and had to go out and form a gang. A Juche gang!
It's so good. Fucking hilarious. That's right. That's right, I did. Some fucking NGO guy worked with fucking Korean defectors in the South. So funny. We'll watch the part where he features me sometime. We'll watch the whole thing. It's so bad. It's so gross. I don't know if we can even tolerate the whole thing. I'll get Juche Julia on and we'll watch it together. That's what we'll do. I mean, he worked for NGO. He worked for an NGO group that like worked with defectors in the South. So what does that tell you about him? You know? Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll get Julie on the line and I'll say, "Hey, I got some curse content for us to react to. This guy." That's what we'll do. All right, I want to show you this. I'm sure some of you might have heard of this. We've had. I do recommend you go and look at this whole article when you get a chance. Dave read all of this earlier. This is what is known about the largest Ukrainian drone attack. This is released today, Moscow, June 18th, TASS. Several drones attacked the Moscow oil refinery, and measures are being taken to address the aftermath. Moscow Mayor Sergei Sobyanin reported. According to the mayor's latest data, air defenses have downed more than 190 drones since the start of the day. Drone debris fell on the roof of a shopping center in Lyubertsky in Moscow region, and Governor Andrei Zoroboyov said that Zhutovsky, the drone struck an apartment building. In addition, a woman in Electrostal sustained a minor shoulder injury. TASS has compiled a key information known at this time, which if you go here you can get. Yeah, I'm broadcasting from the cracks. So see, they have all of the details here of what you might want to know about the attack. They hit it. They did hit the oil refinery in Russia. We know that much. In Moscow. Saw this attack on TikTok and people are still seriously on the side of Ukraine en masse. Yeah. And, well, because they will justify this as just being like, well, that's just Ukraine fighting back. It's like, and gaining what? What does this gain for Ukraine? Right? At this point, it's literally just causing terror for the sake of causing terror. There's no military objective. There's no military thing to be gained from it. Russia can just respond, you know? Also here, I have the 14-point U.S.-Iran Memorandum of Understanding. Nearly 4 months after the U.S. and Israeli regime launched an unprovoked and illegal war of aggression. I respect Canada for being pacifist. Canada's not pacifist. The U.S. has been forced to agree to a deal that not only ends the war, but declares the Islamic Republic as the battlefield victor. Ultimately, the agreement envisions UN Security Council endorsement, signaling an effort to institutionalize any final settlement within the international legal order. The MOU came after the US-Israeli axis faced a humiliating defeat on the battlefield and was forced to give concessions to Iran during negotiations. Oh no, Canada was involved in both the Iranian war that just happened and was involved in and is involved heavily in Ukraine. Did you know one of our top politicians left her office? Get this. Left her fucking office. And she's like close to the like prime minister. She's like far up there. She was like foreign minister or some shit. Deputy prime minister. Yeah. That was it. Yeah. Deputy prime minister. She fucking leaves the government and goes to volunteer for the president in Ukraine. As a volunteer advisor. Like, hello, like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, Canada is neck deep in it. Yeah, Chrystia Freeland. That's who did that. Oh, that was in the news. That was in the news. Canada's bad. Like Canada, we send Ukraine all kinds of military equipment as well. But yeah, no, it's not your fault at all. Canada does that on purpose. Like, you gotta really follow closely, and even then, your news can be distorted. So I don't judge anybody for not knowing any of these things. Don't get me wrong. Not at all. So here, if we go to the page, you can actually see the whole memorandum of understanding. They have all the points right here. Talking about all the points of it. Including Lebanon. They agree to stop military operations on all fronts, including Lebanon. They respect each other's territorial integrity. They commit to conducting negotiations and reaching a final agreement by 60 days. The United States will begin lifting its naval blockade against the Republic of Iran, and it will fully end within 30 days. And the shipping traffic is in the hands of Islamic Republic of Iran to set the pace of. It says,
what's it gonna be?
Safe passage will be Virgo, let's go.
I choose
Drugs!
drugs!
Traffic will be handled by Iran and Oman jointly through the straits. The US will pay Iran a minimum of $300 billion. A minimum. I imagine this is a way so that if the US does not hold up some end of its bargain, Iran can go, well, 300 million is not enough now. You're gonna have to pay us some more. Love that. I love that for Iran. Let's see, what else do we got here? Ah, yes, we have Iran. This is the bargaining chip that they had right from the beginning. Iran reaffirms that it will not produce or acquire nuclear weapons. It also agrees that it will dilute down under supervision of the IAEA the 60% uranium it has into a lesser concentrated amount, which is fine. Don't misinterpret that. That's not Iran giving up anything. Remember, they only enriched up to 60% as a means of bargaining to begin with. They literally only did that as a bargaining tool. So that was the purpose of it. They also, the United States will not be removing any nuclear material. I saw Iran mention that before. They will lift, upon the signing of the memorandum, they will lift sanctions on crude oil, petrochemicals, and derivatives, and all related services, including banking, transactions, insurance, transportation, etc. Yeah, more than 2,000 members of the notorious Ukrainian Waffen SS division were admitted into Canada in 1950. Yes, that's true. The last day of fishing season, well, that's going to be on Tuesday. Tuesday the 30th. Yeah, Tuesday the 30th will be the last fishing day. Just seeing, what else do we got in here? Oh, the U.S. will unfreeze the Iranian assets. And basically, they want the United Nations Security Council to sign this as well to make it extra binding, essentially, on the U.S. I don't see. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, what point? Where is the benefit to the U.S. in any of these? El Samuel, it's like, it's almost like Iran made the US say uncle or something, because there is not one point in that is beneficial. When fishing season ends, I announce the top angler of the month, and then a new fishing season begins. Yeah, Dorian. Republicans were big mad when Obama unfroze Iranian assets in his joint plan of action. It's a hilarious thing, isn't it? I like this part too. I included this article. Iran US presidents sign Islamabad MOU digitally. Got him again. The memorandum of understanding between Iran and the United States was agreed to be signed digitally, Baghai said. No signing ceremony will be held in Switzerland, Ismail Baghai told the IRIB news network. The spokesman explained that the decision to have the agreement signed by the highest ranking officials of both countries was was intentional, given past experiences. When the text is signed by the highest authorities of both countries, violating it will naturally carry greater costs. Given our past experiences, we preferred that this happen, Baghai said. The spokesman warned that implementing the ceasefire agreement with the United States will be more difficult than signing it, stressing that Tehran has not forgotten the lessons of the war and will carefully monitor the U.S. compliance. Baghai said that Iran's diplomatic apparatus, backed by full support of the people, had secured a text that serves the country's interests. Baghai made it clear that Iran will not hesitate to respond if Washington fails to implement its obligations. Iranian officials have described the MOU as a product of military achievements and the sacrifices of the Iranian people, rather than diplomacy alone. Everybody, W Iran in chat. I don't think anyone can deny that Iran won that. Big W for Iran. He's holding that paper up like a trophy, and it is one. It is a trophy. Look at that Donald J. Trump signature on that shit. Look at the face he's making while holding this. Beautiful. Jelly, welcome in. It's beautiful. My sound alerts are broken right now, so I'm gonna do it this way for y'all. Since my sound alerts are broken. Best dubstep ever. Best dubstep ever. Alright, let me finish busting this up so I can have that puff that Virgo redeemed. Yes, it's signed. It's signed. They signed it digitally. Iran wanted two things, Complainy. They, A, did not want to go anywhere to sign it because of past experiences. And B, they wanted Trump himself to sign it. So they got both things. They had it signed digitally rather than having to go to Switzerland, and Donald Trump signed it, as you can see in the picture here. I've never seen conservatives as sad as they are. Yeah. They accidentally play Trump voting saying it's just a it's just a it's just a memo. I think we should show. I wish I would have saved the picture of Trump bending over to kiss Xi's hand or whatever it looked like he was doing. And we can like superimpose we can superimpose the prime minister of Iran onto it. Hilarious. Where's my fucking... I must be already really high because I like suddenly can't find my vaporizer. I swear I just had it in my hand 2 seconds ago. Didn't I? Oh, there it is. Fuck me. Jesus Christ. Literally right between my legs. Literally right between my goddamn legs. What the fuck? Like looking all around. Clearly I need more. Clearly I need more. This will help. Didn't they just admit to using Grok to launch missiles? Some shit like that. I can't remember what exactly, but yes, essentially something like that. Yeah, here it is right here. They have about as missiles for firing, not negotiating. They're not negotiating any missiles. Nuclear material will not leave Iran. We have said from the beginning that the enriched nuclear material will not be transferred out of Iran. Dilution of enriched material is not a new option. It has now been introduced as an option to close the door on other possibilities. Oil sanctions being lifted? Damn. Interesting. What a big Iran W. Mana, welcome. Good to see ya. Okay, I've got one here from WWP. I think you should read the whole article again when you get the chance. I mean, all the ones I share you should, really, but... Almost 2 weeks... Amanda, thank you so much for the gift sub to Dub Dialectics. Very much appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. I thought the war was going to drag on until right before the midterms. I mean, to be fair, the hot war could begin at any time. Like Iran said, they're ready to strike if the US doesn't hold its end of the bargain, but the cards are on the ball is in the US's court. What happens now is kind of up to them. All right, this is from Workers' World Party. Juneteenth and 250 years of hypocrisy. Almost 2 weeks before the 250th celebration of the founding of the US Juneteenth, a federal holiday will take place on June 19th. Marking Juneteenth, a federal holiday in 2021, was long overdue recognition that on June 19th, 1865, enslaved black people were liberated in Galveston, Texas, 2.5 years after the enactment of the Emancipation Proclamation made by President Abraham Lincoln. This historic day did not prevent black people from being kidnapped from Texas to countries like Cuba or Brazil, where slavery still existed until the late 1880s, or even murdered by Texas enslavers. Juneteenth will remain a constant symbolic reminder that black people as an oppressed nation, no matter their location, face systematic white racism in all forms. There are too many examples to list, but it is important to highlight a few additional attacks on black workers. If you have not guessed by now, there is nothing for black people, along with other people of color, including migrants and working class in general, to celebrate on the 250th anniversary during the July 4th weekend. It will no doubt be a nauseating display of jingoistic, militaristic, and patriotic bullshit pageantry in a desperate attempt to put on a pretty face and hide the ugliness of a decaying US empire. Good article from Workers' World there, I thought. Nauseating indeed. All right, and now the other part of the Juche gang news, the socialist headlines. This is from Cuba. This is just a few excerpts from the article that really stuck out to me. Before dawn, in many Cuban homes, the day has already begun. However, its rhythm is dictated not by the clock but by electricity. Quote, if there's power, we have to take advantage of it, says Rosa Maria Cerez Montalban. As she stokes the charcoal. The smoke rises slowly, and with it, her routine begins. Making coffee, preparing lunch early, dinner, everything depends on the service that the country cannot currently maintain reliably. Although daily efforts to do so persist. Following the executive orders of January 29th and May 1st, which act as a collective punishment. Rosa Maria, a true Banmo native and 71-year-old retiree, begins each morning by grappling with a sack of coal. She holds it with hands calloused from the time when simply turning a switch was enough to make liquefied gas work its magic. This charcoal is bad. It burns in a flash. I have to keep a close eye on it, she murmurs, as she piles the blackened pieces on a small makeshift stove fashioned from the lids of a pressure cooker. I don't know why there's that typo there. The smoke irritates her eyes, but Rosa Maria fans the charcoal persistently. Finally, the charcoal gives way, and she places a soot-covered coffee pot on it. There's nothing like starting the day with a cup of coffee. But to take that first sip from that steaming mug, Rosa Maria must first light the charcoal, tend it carefully, and not waste a single ember. It's barely 5 in the morning, and Rue Jane Garcia Linares is already up. After an endless night of mosquitoes and power outages, she knows she can't afford to stay in bed any longer, because she has to get everything ready at home before heading to her job in the neonatal intensive care unit at the Marina Gisela's Hospital in Santa Clara. With a candle in her hand, she walks through the kitchen and what little remains in the refrigerator after the nearly 40-hour power outage the day before, which forced her to cook almost everything she had left to feed her 2 children and her mother, an elderly woman nearing 85. In the midst of hardship, Cubans do not give up on moving forward. And in that way of shouldering life's burdens, another certainty is evident. Moving forward here is difficult, requires great fortitude, and demands more than one sacrifice. But yes, we must continue, and we will continue. When the history of these times is written, it will speak of noble and courageous people, and of despicable and cowardly enemy that tried in 1,000 ways to break their will.
Sorry, chat.
Grandma News. Everybody say hi to my wife.
Important things here. I'm rolling my after work doobie.
She's got to roll a doobie immediately, Chad.
Yes, it's my after work doobie. Start of my vacation.
I feel like I should play the soundbite for her. Here, this is for my wife then.
Larry wins!
Oh no, wait, this is the wrong one. That's the Larry wins clip. That's not it at all. Wait, where is it?
Hey, Bobby.
Oh no, where is it? I've lost it. Where's the drugs clip? I choose drugs. There it is.
What's it gonna be?
Drugs!
Huh?
I choose drugs!
Drugs! She said drugs!
Hey, Mims, you were soundly sleeping a second ago.
It's Mewmies.
Bobby's a little drunk.
Bobby's a little drunk.
Yeah.
Why?
Drunk on gabapentin.
Oh.
Drug him when I bring him.
Bobby chose drugs. Oh, Mewms, careful. Everybody, just a reminder, this is the last day for the Help Mewmies Fund. If you feel like donating, this is the old Mewmies girl right here. She could use some arthritis injection and some...
Look at those bow legs.
She could use arthritis injection and antibiotic because she sneezes constantly.
Hey, this guy's a commie! Commie!
Yo, Quantum Traveler, 5 gift subs. Holy shit, thank you, comrade. Appreciate that.
Mims.
Say thank you, Mewmies.
Mimi says thank you. Says look at my elbows. I bow-legged. Yeah,
She's the old Mewmies.
you won't.
Bobby.
Hey, Bobby. Bobby's a little bit drunk.
Thank you, Quantum. Appreciate your support, comrade. The old Mewmies. Bobby's drunk. Bobby also chose drugs. Well, my wife chose drugs for him, but he's nevertheless willing. He willingly ate them, she said. So nevertheless, he's on drugs. We have like steps pretty much on all the things that Mewmies likes to jump up on so that she can get up to her various spots.
It's up quick.
Yeah, she does get up.
Yeah, her injection's over.
Yeah. Yeah, the injections definitely help big time.
We just had a rep come in for the company that makes her injections. And they're now making an injection that lasts 3 months.
There you go.
Yeah,
3-month injection.
Instead of 1 month.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
That'd be good. 3-month injection instead of 1. Thank you, comrades. Appreciate everyone who supported. And there is direct dono links at the top of the page if you prefer to support that way. All right, we got we got Russia-Lao relations. This is a joint article from the Lao news agency KPL and TASS. Oh, you don't see the PayPal? The PayPal can be found by typing PayPal. Like this. Okay, Retro. Well, or Rupert, sorry, I will very much appreciate your subby. Of course, if anyone feels like gift subbing, feel free. Get them those based emotes. Do I take crypto? I mean, I'm not sure how I would take crypto, but I I would if I figured out some mechanism of doing that. Moscow and Vientiane are developing their relations on the basis of friendship, mutual respect, and trust. Russian President Vladimir Putin said during a meeting with Lao President Thongloun Sisaluth. A TASS correspondent reported. Let's go. W to Russia and Lao getting closer together. No, it wasn't a Civic, it was a Honda CRX. Come on, that's a banging car. Don't confuse a Honda CRX with a Honda Civic. Come on, chat. I feel like that's an insult to the CRX. A Honda is a Honda. Oh no. Not all Hondas are created equal. In addition to Lao, we also have Vietnam and Russia forging stronger trade investment collaboration, which we like to see. Vietnam-Russia Trade and Investment Networking Program took place on June 17th, with the participation of Vietnamese Prime Minister Lee Minh-hung, senior leaders from both countries, and more than 100 businessmen from Vietnam and Russia. Jointly held by the Vietnamese Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the Vietnamese Embassy in Russia, the Association of Exporters and Importers of Russia, and Vietjet Air. The program took place against the backdrop of steadily growing Vietnamese-Russian traditional friendship over the past 76 years. I'm a Hondasaur. Yes. I mean, I'm not really. I have never had a Honda myself, to be honest. We got a Nissan. We got China urging the G7 to stop undermining the global trade order.
New tip from Bama.
Oh my god!
Bama supported with 100.
Bama! Comrade, thank you so much! Holy fuck! 100? Bama, thank you. Appreciate that so much, comrade. That means a ton. Damn, Bama. Mumi says meow. Thank you, comrade. You've seriously made our week. And Mumi's week. Like I said, without you, comrades, we were looking at having to cancel going camping, so Mumi's can get her injections, and the wife and I will be able to go on our little camping trip. Very much appreciate you all so much. Thank you. We will take lots of pictures and share our trip with you as much as I can. I will, if I can stream from there, no promises. I tried last time and it didn't work. But if we can, I will try and do some kind of live recording from there or upload a video at the least while there. Maybe to my shorts. It'll be like a campus playlist on the Juche Gang YouTube. China on Thursday urged the Group of Seven to stop using small circle rules to undermine the international trade order. after the bloc said it aimed to reduce dependence on China rare earths and critical minerals. Speaking at a press conference, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Lin Jian said that China's position on maintaining the stability and security of global supply chains for critical minerals has not changed. The comments came after a statement issued at the G7 summit said member countries would work to reduce their reliance on China for rare earths and other critical minerals. Lin said all parties had a responsibility to play a constructive role in safeguarding those supply chains. He added that China's effort to standardize and improve its export control system were in line with international practices and aimed at better maintaining world peace, regional stability, as well as fulfilling non-proliferation obligations. China mogging on the US. And then we have some beautiful stories from DPRK to finish us off today for the news. The youth in Rangyang province. Young people in Rangyang province have volunteered to work at difficult and labor-consuming posts of socialist construction. A discharged soldier in Kemhuanggon County requested the Youth League organization to send him to the country construction brigade. Young men and women in Kepsan County and Haisan City vowed to work at regional raw materials base stations and coal mines. Those in Pangam and Yuhang County petitioned to work at work teams for maintaining roads over the mountains. A meeting was held in Haisan City in June 15th to congratulate the volunteers, with officials concerned, officials of the Youth League, youth and students in attendance. Certificates of volunteering were awarded to the volunteers, and a congratulatory speech and resolution-making speeches were made there. Imagine if this is what your university and college students were doing, instead of getting drunk constantly. After a congratulatory performance, officials, youth, and students saw off the volunteers leaving for their new posts. Students here join frats. Students in DPRK go and help. They volunteer. World Blood Donor Day marked in DPRK. An event took place at the National Blood Center under the Ministry of Public Health on June 16th to mark World Blood Donor Day. Present there were officials of the ministry, blood donors, medical workers in Pyongyang, and employees of the center. At the event, the speaker expressed thanks to those who voluntarily donated precious blood to save people's lives and to help restore their health, and referred to the theme of World Blood Donor Day this year and the purpose of blood donation activities. The speaker stressed that medical workers in the field of blood transfusion should decisively improve the quality of experimental tests and develop more safe blood and blood products to make a contribution to the treatment of patients. Then the participants looked around photos introducing blood donation activities. Let's go. DPRK, blood donation activities. Vietnamese delegate. Okay, wait, this is not what this is. This title is wrong too. God damn it, Larry. Morning Larry strikes again. Morning Larry has seriously you've seriously fucked around with fucking Afternoon Larry. God damn you, Morning Larry. The fuck? What were you doing? What's going on here? It's not the title. The Vietnamese delegation toured last week. Yesterday. Today, Comrade General Secretary gave the review process is needed. It's true. I'm too productive. I need to dial it back. Or no, I need to dial it up. Dial it in. Sorry, the title is not Vietnamese delegation. This is about Comrade Kim Jong-un giving advice on one of his tours. So sorry. I'll read you the article and then you'll understand. It was the respected Comrade General Secretary Kim Jong-un who initiated the construction of a modern processing factory which produces pickled fishes in an industrial way for the first time in our country, and the fishery station needed for its operation, chose their sites, and personally named them. Let's go. He personally came to the spot and solved all problems arising in construction of the factory, including the issue of construction force, design, and supply of materials. Though he devoted great efforts to the building of the factory, he again took a benevolent measure for fixing the price low. He instructed to produce various kinds of pickled fish dishes in qualitative way and sell them to the people at low prices. Kim Jong-un declared low prices. Notice how when Trump does that, we don't get low prices? He's got to learn. That's what some of our friends on the left think. Oh, sorry, not Trump. We got to get the insurgents Democrats in. My mistake. Noting that pickled fish dishes can be helpful in improving people's dietary life only when they are cheap, the respected Comrade General Secretary ardently said that we should not give priority to economic calculation in doing things for the people. Listening to his instructions full of fervent love for the people, the officials made it their determination to become faithful servants of the people, who find more good things for the people, upholding the noble outlook on the people of the respected Comrade General Secretary, who puts the demands and interests of the people above other affairs. That's his job. Rodong Sinman. There we go. And one last article for you today. The country takes care of the disabled. The one-man editorial board of the Tanky Times has once again betrayed the one-man news anchor team. It's true. I'm gonna have to... Chimera. I think I'm gonna have to... I'm sending him a notice. I'm delivering a notice to him right now. Excuse me while I deliver him a notice. Here you go, Morning Larry. You fucked up again. What's this? Page numbers and titles wrong. Get the hell out of here. I'm busy in the morning. What is your problem? All right, the matter's been dealt with. Morning Larry knows better now. Anyway, get it together. Get it together. I saw that new name. I saw that new name, and I think I approve. I think I do approve, Chimera. The Tanky Times is too good. Yeah, we're gonna have a renaming of it. Yeah, I need a couple. Where's my newsboy hat? Mrs. Larry, you haven't seen my newsboy hat, have you? My hat, the flat hat. Oh, I'll find my newsboy cap and I'll start wearing that when I do the news. When it's news time, I'll put on the newsboy cap. Morning Larry would be like, correct page number. It sounds like a problem for afternoon, Larry. Oh, God. Yeah, please fund my variety of hats. That's part of... Actually, that's part of my Ko-Fi goal. Okay? That's included in the Ko-Fi goal. We meet that Ko-Fi goal, some hats will be bought. Trust me. Okay? That's my promise. What? Yeah, and a bolo tie. Bolo tie and hats will be bought when we meet that Ko-Fi goal. And I will rename the news because that was great. Although, you know, Chimera, perhaps one day if you're not too busy, you would be, you know, now I'm not saying to put effort into it or to make time for this, but I'm just saying perhaps if you're one day bored and looking to make art, you could make a Tanky Times logo of some kind. Yeah, you're killing Morning Larry! Oh, already working on it. Appreciate you covering it. Worlds are colliding! You're killing Independent Larry! Alright, I gotta read the last news piece now. This is the one that's like most dear to my heart. This one is about the country taking care of the disabled. In the world, the number of the disabled is steadily increasing. And accordingly, various social issues, including the assurance of their rights, presents themselves. To ensure the rights of the disabled is a policy of our state, consistently adheres to, and an intrinsic requirement of the socialist system. Our country has taken several legal and systematic measures for the preferential treatment and protection of the disabled since its founding. In 1998, the Central Committee of the Korean Federation of the Protection of Disabled, whose mission is to protect the disabled, ensure their rights and interests, and help lead them towards a life fully equal to that of healthy people, was organized to control and guide the protection of the disabled in a unified way. Our country sufficiently supplies all the conditions and environment so that the people with disabilities fully exercise their civic rights in all their domains of social life, including politics, economy, and culture. The state attaches importance to providing disabled with the right to learning and pays great attention to it. Last year, a new education system for the disabled came into operation. Under the state and social concern, the people with disabilities.
You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? But I ain't shook, because motherfuckers try to take me out and stuff.
Mama, thank you so much for the host.
Know what I'm saying? Too many times. 80 or 90 times.
Welcome in on the green side.
Twice is cool, but 80 or 90 times, man?
What are you, from the department of know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're not just offered made like here in Canada, Trans Fox Girl. Everybody go follow Mama M on the green site. Please and thank you. We're just reading the news about how DPRK takes care of its disabled people right now. So this has actually been a really good article. Let's see, I was just right here. The state attaches importance to providing the disabled with the rights to learning and pays great attention to it. Last year, a new education assistance system for the disabled came into operation. Under the state and social concern, the people with disabilities work to their heart's content at the work sites fully equipped with appropriate working conditions, according to their abilities, interests, and hopes. There exists a well-regulated system for the treatment and functional recuperation of the disabled, and the work for preventing the occurrence of disorders caused by various diseases and other factors is briskly conducted. A social climate of kindly treating the disabled and actively helping them is getting ever more prevalent. In September 2023, the law of the DPRK on ensuring the rights of the disabled was deliberated and adopted at the 9th session of the 14th Supreme People's Assembly of the DPRK, and thus a legal guarantee for providing the disabled with better conditions for work and life was secured. Rodong Sinmun. Let's go. This was a Tank 2 production.